In tonight's Eye on America, 2 decades of drought conditions have taken a heavy toll on America's ranchers. CBS's Jonathan Vigliotti reports on the innovative ways they're trying to save a centuries-old way of life.
Daniel Sinton's family has raised cattle on this 18,000-acre ranch outside Paso Robles, California, for 140 years.
When you get so little rain, we're not able to grow grass and we're not able to feed the cattle. That means we end up having to sell them off.
How many of them did you have to sell off?
We sold off about 40% of the cattle this last year.
His story is tied to the nostalgia and the changing legacy of American ranching. But putting steaks on plates has gotten more difficult, with 87% of the West currently in at least moderate drought.
In a typical year, you can run about 1 cow per 40 acres. In a drought year like this, it's more like 1 to 100.
Industry analysts say a majority of California ranchers have had to sell at least some of their cattle because of the drought. But on a ranch in Winkleman, Arizona, one cattleman's herd is growing.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to raise cattle without killing the earth.
Langdon Hill, a retired automotive safety engineer, is now trying to engineer a breed of cow better suited for the drought-ravaged West.
These are the Brahmas. They have a hump, and that's part of their water storage characteristic.
Almost like a camel.
His goal is to breed Brahmins with Herefords, an English variety that's proven to be climate adaptable while producing quality beef products. The result?
When these two cattle cross, we're going to be creating a hybrid animal. They're going to be a more drought resistant and a better animal for an arid part of the world.
So they could produce food while consuming less.
Yes.
The success of this crossbreeding will take years to measure. Back in California, Sinton took us on horseback to see his family's Plan B.
The vineyard is a great source of revenue, and it's a low user of water.
In 1972, Sinton's grandfather set aside 120 acres to grow and sell grapes to winemakers. Today, the family produces their own.
This is a 2019.
It's delicious. Do you ever see your Plan B taking over your Plan A?
No, because the purpose of Plan B is to generate revenue to sustain Plan A.
Ranching in America has always been a profession of faith.
We're stewards of the land.
But it will also take ingenuity to preserve this American way.
What happens with livestock and the earth?
For Eye on America, Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, Paso Robles, California.